Hey guys, welcome back. Slay Zombie here with another video. This one is going to be the semi-final to my series on how to edit videos with Adobe Premiere Pro, my favorite program. This one is just going to be basically wrap-ups on videos, and this is going to be showing you what you should look out for with your videos and how to make sure that, you know, after you're done editing, that everything runs smoothly. So here's what you're going to do. First is you want to make sure that all of your video is where it should be. That sounds kind of self-explanatory, but it's really easy to cut stuff and accidentally, like let's say you accidentally forget about that and you're zoomed out so you don't see that. You always want to make sure that everything is dragged or ripple deleted all the way to the next video section. That way you don't have something like this. Let's say, you know, you're cutting video and you wanted to cut some stuff out, but you forgot to ripple delete it and it was a really small portion. So you say, oh, no big deal. But in the video it's going to look like this. See where it shows that little black flicker? That's because it's missing a frame, and that's going to look really bad for your video. So using this toolbar on the bottom, you're going to want to zoom all the way in, and you're going to want to just kind of scan your entire video, make sure that there's no empty spaces. And if there is, very simple, you can just drag it with the selection tool and it'll fix the problem. So that's how you want, that's the first step, of course, to making sure that your video is ready and prepped to be exported. You want to make sure that your audio and video are in sync. That's all depending on what kind of video that you made. There's not really a way that I can tell you how to make sure it's in sync. It's all just based on your scenario. You want to make sure also that all of your, let's see, there's this thing that I look for. It's kind of hard to describe, but this right here, this yellow line shows you where the video ends, and what it does is it basically tells the program that this is where the video ends and anything after that is cut. So you always want to make sure that you don't have this bar being way out here when there's no video over here, because if that yellow bar is way out here, then that means that after the video is done, it's going to keep playing blank black space all the way until the yellow bar ends. So it should automatically end based on where the video ends. See right here? That'll basically show. So you don't want any like music playing after. Also don't make, sorry, kind of lost my words there. Also don't make sure that you don't have something way out here. Like let's say you were editing and you cut something and you weren't zoomed out to see that and you start exporting. That means that your video is going to not stop here, but it's going to play all the way another 10 minutes until here. So your viewers are going to be like, okay, what the hell am I looking at? And it's just going to be a lot of headache, a lot of, you know, what the hell is going on, and you don't really want that in your video. So make sure that you do that, and then as long as your editing is good and everything is fine and dandy, you like your video, what you want to do is you're going to begin the process of exporting. Now to export it, you're going to go to obviously where it says export, and you're going to want to make sure that you're selected on your timeline so then it properly exports your media, and you're going to hit File, Export, Media. Now what that's going to do is it's going to bring down this whole selection of the source, which is obviously going to be the source of your video. It should do that automatically, and it's going to have all these different export settings. Now the format, you can change the format of your video. You can do QuickTime if you want. You can do a GIF, I guess, if you wanted to do a GIF, but we're doing YouTube videos most likely, so we're going to want to do H.264, which is what we use for high quality video. You can do Blu-ray, but there's no reason to do Blu-ray if you're doing YouTube video, and it's going to make the file size a lot bigger. So just stick with H.264, and you're going to go to your preset. Now the 2015 edition has match source, which it should automatically, it'll match the source of the video. Like let's say you took the video in 1080p, it'll match that and export it as 1080p. but let's say you want to do it for mobile devices only. So like let's say you want a video and you want it to fit really nicely on an Amazon Kindle Fire native resolution. Then you're gonna do the native resolution of that, and it'll look kind of shitty on PCs, but it'll look really nice on the Amazon Kindle. Or like let's say you want it to work well on an Android phone at 720p. These presets are gonna make sure that whatever you want it on Apple TV, as you can see, whatever you want it on, it's going to work best for. So if you want it on Vimeo, there's YouTube 1080p HD. So if you want it to have a good preset for YouTube, you can use that. The one I usually use is 720p with 29.97 frames per second, basically 30 FPS. That's what I use. But it should just go to match source. That's what I use. Keep it very simple. But let's say, hey, you wanted to do this video in 1080p at 30 frames a second. Now, what you want to do is you're going to go down to here, make sure everything's okay. Frame rate, you can set it to 60 if you want. So that'll change the preset to your custom one that you would like. You can do, TV standard, aspect, level. You can do different bit rates, so you can change the quality depending on how much or how high you want your bit rate to be. And there's some settings down here like use maximum render quality, frame blending. That all takes a toll on how long it takes to export. But if you want higher quality video, by all means go ahead. But I'm just going to keep it with 1080p. Like let's say you wanted to do that. What you're going to want to do is you're going to go to output name, click on the blue hyperlink, and you're going to name your video. I'm going to name this video hello, and it's going to save as an MP4 into wherever you want. Like let's say I wanted to save on my desktop. It's going to save it as that. You're going to make sure you're exporting both video and audio, and you're going to hit export right down here. What that's going to do is I'm not going to click on it because I'm not exporting anything useful. But once you click export on your video, it's going to export the video to wherever you wanted, and there's going to be a exporting bar that shows how much time you have left before the video is completed. And that would be how you wrap up everything in your video, how you edit, make sure that everything is all good before you export. Now I showed you how to export, and now you know exactly how to use Adobe Premiere Pro in a very basic way, I should say. I taught you the basics on how to make a simple video, how to use the most out of the program. You can experience more if you would like by looking through, navigating the different tabs, looking more in depth. But if you just want, I hate these stupid pop-ups. If you just want like a simple, alright, I'm gonna edit this video, it's gonna be simple, I'm gonna have an intro, outro, done. Then that's what this series is all about, and I've showed you how to do that. And in the last and final part of this series, I'm going to show you a live demonstration of me editing one of my latest CSGO videos and what I do, how I edit it, and it's going to be awesome. It's just going to show you a live demonstration. Boom, you know how to do it, you're good, and you can start on your way with editing your own videos. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and this will be the semi-final one, so I will see you in the final and last video next. Hope you enjoyed. Bye-bye.